All right, what's up, guys? Here with Onelife Podcast. Got Carlos with us today.
How's it going?
Thanks for joining us, man.
Pleasure.
He's one of the owners of Smash Fitness here in town. And I want to pick your brain. I feel like Smash Fitness, it's not your typical gym. What type of gym is it?
Since we started, I feel like I told people that we're probably going to be in our own market. The way we started, let me just start from there. I started personal training at City Athletic Club.
Okay.
And then within 6 months, I'm like, why am I paying rent when I can just pay myself rent?
Yeah.
Essentially. So
I've been there. I've done it. Yeah.
Yeah. So I maxed out a credit card, and then I was just doing $600 a month to the credit card, and that's how Smash Fitness got started in my garage. Two car garage.
Did it really?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
And then,
how much rent were you paying at Athletic City
$600
Club? Oh wow. Per week, per month?
per month.
Okay. Yeah, it's probably about average.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I mean, and the thing is I saw so City Athletic Club, how it was set up. There was a lot of subcontractors in there. So there was like CrossFit, there was jiu-jitsu, and there was like bodybuilding, and then there was just like everything was just like on the side, and you didn't know what to touch, you didn't know what owner who was what. So I was like, I wanted an environment where everybody was welcome, like an environment where you walk in, you pay one membership, and everything's available. So the difference between us is that we offer a place where all lifting can happen. So strongman is in there with the power lifter, is in there with the CrossFitter, is in there with the bodybuilder, or is in there with a calisthenics guy. So we have everybody in one roof that is able to learn from one another and not be so niche, because Las Vegas is very niche. There's only powerlifting gyms, or there's only bodybuilding gyms, or there's global gyms, there's only jiu-jitsu gyms.
And that's what I was kind of getting at. I know your gym caters to everybody. And it's also high level. You have high level people in there too, don't you? So you got people who are like Elizabeth, like lifting some heavy weight, like a lot. And I feel like a big thing about your gym that I've heard is a lot of support. The care factor's there. You guys really look after each other. Everyone's buddies. Everyone kind of knows each other by name. I feel like I don't know anyone in my gym. And I don't like that. No one talks to anybody. Everyone's got the headphones on. Everyone's got the head down. Nobody cares.
Where do you go?
I just go to the US.
Okay.
But it's only because it's close.
Yeah.
If it was close, I'd love to go like something like what you guys do. But what else? Tell me more about like your gym and what makes it so kind of special.
So like something you just mentioned is the community.
Community being the word I was looking for.
Community, culture. It's like, that's, everybody can build a gym. Anybody can get $100,000 and build their own gym. They can buy equipment, they can have a gym, but we built a culture, which is you can't just buy that. So it's a culture where if you're in, you're respected, because like it's a high level gym, so that's why, like, if you have a big ego, or if you're a trainer, you have a big ego and you want to come and train with us, I'll be honest, not everybody makes it, so it's a good environment, great environment. You'll learn just by being in there, but it's also humbling, right? You have to drop your ego, because there's people in there that will show up and show out, man.
There's some girls that show you up in there.
Liz, I mean, she's a strong female, man. Like, it's crazy. She was doing 400 for reps, and she's this tiny little girl.
And you shake her hand, and she feels like she's kind of bare paw.
It's amazing.
That's amazing. Crazy.
Yeah.
And all that humility and that, it probably goes back to you doing jiu-jitsu, right? You're a big jiu-jitsu guy.
I'm a huge jiu-jitsu guy.
And anyone who's done jiu-jitsu knows how humbling jiu-jitsu is.
100%.
You walk in, you got muscles, you think you're all that, and you get tapped out by a white belt very quickly.
That's how I got hooked.
Yeah, that's crazy. So what made you get a partner? Like, are you guys friends? How did that kind of come about?
Well, in general in life, I believe that you can't do this by yourself.
Okay.
If you're going to be selfish and go into business, good luck. You need a team. You need a team if you want to be successful, especially if you want to scale. Yeah. Like, especially like, just an example like this or something, it's like eventually like your production team, this team, you need a team. So Jay came to me and was like, hey, let's blow this thing up.
Gotcha.
Like, he saw the vision, and he was like, and he is now what he takes over the marketing. So the IG, why it looks so good is because of Jay. Jay's in there like filming people, and he's been bringing the vision, and it's just a whole different side that makes Smash, and like, I'm more of the admin side, like, I love getting on videos, and I love talking, and I love building people and community. I'm a community builder. I love that. So that's just a different side. And then my mom's the accounting side. She deals with the numbers and taxes and things that we don't want to worry about, but she's really good at it. She's like a stickler. She
enjoys it, right?
Yeah, she's a stickler. She's, and she's like, sometimes of course she can come out like aggressive, but she means well, and because she's about the money, she's about the business, and she wants to take care of. So everyone has their own little part,
but you'll come together for a common purpose.
Yeah, and we actually started with Nick too. So I would say Nick is a silent partner. He didn't put money in, but he put mental game in. He put like knowledge in, and he was actually my coach. When I was in my 2-car garage, he was my coach, coaching me through my first strongman competition.
Okay.
And so strongman was actually my first sport within this professional career.
What age were you at when you started strongman?
26 years old, 25 years old.
Would you say 24? You're naturally strong?
Would I say I'm naturally strong? Yeah, I would say I'm naturally strong.
What's your backgroround? Like,
I'm actually Guatemalan.
Okay,
I'm probably the biggest Guatemalan you've known.
I was gonna say Guatemalan big guys like Kiwis and Maoris. Are they? But they're not really.
So no, Guatemalans.
They're smaller guys.
They're small people, man. It's Central America, right below Mexico. Mayan, I guess. I'm from the Mayan, lineage. But I'm the firstborn here in America. Okay. So it's just the American diet, the American pharmaceuticals. Yeah, it's so true. It's just you. I got fed all this stuff. I've always been a big boy. Always been a big boy. Always. Gotcha. The tallest in my class. Everything. Just because I've been in and out of the hospital since I was a young boy. I had like problems with like asthma and bronchitis and pneumonia, and so like every year, at least once a month, I was in a hospital up until high school.
Okay.
So they will always pump me with steroids, like prednisones and things like that, and prednisone's a weight gainer. So it's like it. And my mom basically fed me what I wanted. So if I wanted to go to McDonald's, if I wanted an extra large strawberry shake, I would get that.
Gotcha.
It's just but now it's different. Now it's knowledge. Now it's me being able to teach people and help people.
So with the strongman, how long did you do it for? How'd you go? How'd you enjoy it? What didn't you like about it?
So strongman, I was doing it for, I want to say like off and on for like 3 years, and then I committed to one strongman competition in December, and I started in January. So I did a full year of prep for that.
Was that in Las Vegas?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
In Las Vegas. Basically when I started Smash, it was just like right there.
Is it based on age? Is it based on weight? Is it what's
everything? Everything. So it's like there is weight classes.
What weight were you competing at?
Well, I was weighing at the time 275, 280.
How tall are you?
6 foot.
Dude, that's heavy in that.
Yeah, and that was
real heavy.
That was small.
Was it really?
And so that was one of the reasons why I decided not to go further, is because I would needed to be 315 pounds.
How do you feel at that weight, at that high?
So super, 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 super strong, but it's just like almost, I wouldn't say not functional, because like the point of strongman is to pick up something really fucking heavy and like and run with it. So like I was running with a 800-pound yoke on my back. I was picking up 300-pound sandbags. I was picking up 300-pound stones, and not just picking it up, but just picking it up and placing it on things. I was picking up 270-pound frames and walking with it,
which is fairly functional.
Yeah.
But could you run across the street or climb stairs or?
Yeah. So it's like I would get tired with doing like simple shit. You know? And,
I hear that.
So it's just like I had the power and the acceleration, but it's like that's about it. You know? Like a powerlifter though too. Like powerlifters, they just go in one dimension, right? Like, and I feel like I had a little edge on a powerlifter because I can go in one dimension and then go to the next dimension. But
we talk about it a lot. Like bodybuilders look amazing with their shirt off, but they can't touch their toes or run across the street.
Correct.
It's specific for one thing. So I'm hearing what you're saying,
and that's why I fell in love with jiu-jitsu. Honestly, I did jiu-jitsu for like 8 months when I was 18 years old.
Okay.
And then I stopped doing it because of money, and then life gets in the way. But I loved it. Loved being up. I was a young 18-year-old being up old guys. It was fun. And then my buddy Nick, my coach, he was doing jiu-jitsu as well. He was only a blue belt at the time.
Okay.
And so I saw him go. I'm like, man, I want to get back in there. So once I did my competition in December, I did like another like 3 to 4 months after that of training hard for strongman. And I did a jiu-jitsu class, and a black belt, Ross, I won't forget, he literally kicked my ass. He was $180, and like he was tossing me around like it was nothing. And I was 280 pounds. I was moving all this weight, but like,
it sucks, right?
That don't mean shit on the mat, man.
It sucks.
That don't mean shit on the mat.
I had a trainer back home, and he was Brazilian guy. He's a brown belt. He was probably 150 pounds, and he got on top of me. I could not get him off to save my life.
Yep.
It's just like a wet blanket.
Yep.
It's like a blanket, pour water over it. It just caters to every little crevice and corner, and you are stuck.
Yeah.
And it sucks.
It's a feeling that you can't explain unless you're in it.
And Joe Rogan talks about it a lot. He goes, it's the most humbling thing, jiu-jitsu. It puts you in your place and it makes you even boxing, even Muay Thai. It doesn't have to be a big guy. It just takes technique.
100%.
And then you got to be a big guy with technique, for sure. Now you become unstoppable.
Yep.
But yeah, I feel like everybody needs to have their butt kicked on the mat sometime.
Yeah. I mean, like in Japan, they require everybody to do judo. You know, it's like, that's a thing, you know, it's like instead of PE, it's judo.
Which is crazy cool, right?
You know, like, I mean, honestly, like I think the world will be a better place if jiu-jitsu was in our curriculum.
If everybody got humbled at some point, right?
I mean, think about it. I mean, like, it's like, you know, it's like some countries, they require citizens to go into military for at least 2 years.
Yeah.
I mean, what if they require that for us? You know, we will have different men around now, you know? So it's like, then we can get into that whole political agenda and how the masculinity and everything like that. But yeah,
more stand up, people with integrity, more appreciation on. Yeah, no, I get that. From obviously, like, jiu-jitsu is amazing. What do you, as far as street fighting, practicality, what's your opinion on it? Do you think to a certain point, like? So
the special thing about Ronin Jitsu is that we teach self-defense first. And so I mean, I hate comparing myself with ourselves with other schools, is that, but like in other schools, oh, hi, welcome first day, cool. We would do the drill, do the class, and then boom, they just put you into sparring first day, you know, right into the wolves, which is good and bad, right? You know, but at the same time too, it's like you're going into the ocean where everybody knows how to swim and you don't, you know? So it's like, for us, it's important to know fundamentals and self-defense first in the first 30 to 60 days to be able to defend yourself if just in case something would happen. And then that's it. And then we start going into sport jiu-jitsu, which is then just a lot of ground game and things like that. Yeah. But yeah, self-defense has to be number one. I mean, that's what we do it. I mean, jiu-jitsu is lethal, you know? So, yeah. And it's funny, you can have a very basic level in jiu-jitsu and be able to kick a civilian's butt. Just having side control or just being able to hold in the position. It's crazy. I mean, think about it. It's body awareness. I mean, it's like these people who train jiu-jitsu, they intentionally grab people on a weekly basis, and they know how to manipulate people on a weekly basis. And with somebody that doesn't know any martial arts, and somebody gets a hold of you that knows jiu-jitsu, you're fucked. You're in a lot of trouble. You're fucked. Yeah. No matter what. Yeah. Like it is what it is. You know, it's like to have that knowledge. I mean, you're walking around humble, but you're also walking around confident. Yeah. You know? You got appreciation from other people, but you're also like, hey, I can take care of myself and my family and children, etc. Jiu-jitsu is the only sport that you can spar every day. Yeah, safely too, right? Yeah, and then even if you're at a higher level, rolling with someone on a lower level, you're working on technique. 100%. And there's so much benefit to it. Yeah. What is from owning a gym? What's some of the best things you've got out of it? Like best results with clients, the most rewarding thing for yourself? So I mean, owning a gym has been definitely like has been a journey. I'm grateful for everything that I've learned so far. The people in the community has been the best thing for it. You know, like I had no idea it was gonna be like this. We're not done either. You know, like we still have bigger plans. But I'm still technically right now working inside the gym. Like I'm a full-time personal coach right now. Okay. And I'm working 12, 14 hours sometimes. You know, it's like I'm in there with the trenches. You know, so it's like. Right now in my life, I am transitioning out of that. Okay. So like I am transitioning more into like I'm trying to build my online personal coaching business. Okay. Which I think is the future. It gives you leverage too, doesn't it? It does, man. Like, but the thing is like I could have done this 5 years ago, right? But it's like I'm not that kind of guy. Like I wanted to go through the work, through the hustle, through the grind, learn with people, learn the community. And then I feel now confident enough to, okay, I can go and I can spread the message worldwide. Because internet, once you're internet, you're worldwide.
Yeah.
There's a lot of bullshit out there, man. There's a lot of bullshit. And so it's like, I kind of want to like break through the bullshit as much as I can, you know, with the knowledge I have. I'm not saying I know everything, but the environment that we've created, we have, it's a very, very knowledgeable based like community. You know, it's like, because of Smash Iron Fitness, I've grown as a person, mentally, physically, everything, just because of the people around it. So that's the most important part for me.
How, having such community, how's the turnover? Are you not getting a lot of turnover? You still get a lot with like normal gyms too?
Yeah, so I mean, like we average 25 new members a month. The first month back after COVID, because we're shut down for 3 months. The first month back, we hit 100 members in June. We quadrupled our normal, right? Okay. And then we've just been averaging 25. Yeah, we do have cancellations. I mean, it is what it is. Yeah. But the special thing about us is that why we're so special is that we don't do any contracts.
Oh, really?
No contracts.
So how's it work?
So it's just 30-day notice to cancel.
Okay.
But
just month by month.
Yeah, it's just like month by month, no contract, 30-day to cancel. If you're not happy, the door's right there. Like I always tell people that I was like, listen, like this is an environment where people want to be here. They are grateful to be here. They want to pay to be here. So if you don't want to be in part of this environment, by all means, it's okay. The door's right there. Because the energy, because you're conserving the energy. I don't want somebody to feel stuck for 12 months, 6 months, and just be like, oh, this sucks. No, I don't want none of that negative. Get out. If you don't like it, get out. If you can't handle this, get out. Like it goes with the trainers too. If you're not liking this, get out. Like we want people there to want to be there, to want to grow, to you know, everything, all in the above.
And they might find somewhere else that fits them better, right? And they've got the choice that way.
Yeah.
I like what you're saying, not being stuck, because most people don't want to commit. They're not quite sure. Yeah. I'm sure your gym might potentially, even though you got the culture, it might be intimidating. If you got
it is intimidating.
People in really good shape, people lifting really heavy weights, that's got to be intimidating.
It is.
But I feel like once you're in the door and you get that community, like, hey, I feel really, really at home here.
Yeah. And that's what I tell people, the first day's free. First day's free for if you just want an open gym. First day's free if you're looking for a personal trainer. Because you'll get the vibe, you know. At first, it's like, oh my god, like there's like everything is like so crazy, and like there's equipment I haven't seen before. But once the trainer walks you through it, talks with you, you know, shows you how to move, introduces you to some members, or some members will even introduce themselves to you,
which is awesome, right? When does that ever happen?
You don't. I mean, like I haven't stepped into a LVAC in this time now.
Yeah.
But like you don't get that.
You don't get that. The trainers.
Yeah. You walk in and it's just like headphones, and it's just in your own.
F you face.
Yeah.
Like.
So like we have, I don't know, 300 plus members, but like, you know, there's a new face. They're like, oh, you first time here? Oh, cool. And that's a member introducing him to whatever the new member. Oh, well, if you need help, let me know. And a member saying that.
How cool is that?
You know, it's like because we've grown this temple almost, and it's sacred. You know, and so it's like you get invited to that. You know, it's like you belong or you don't belong. You know, and it's okay. Whatever, it's okay.
Love that.
Yeah.
You talked about having bigger goals with the gym. Is that expanding the gym? Is that doing more of them? Can you talk about that?
Yeah. It's fine. I mean, like you got to manifest it, right? So
true. I'm 100% believer in that.
So our next step for Smash Iron Fitness is to be a mega destination spot for Vegas.
Okay.
So having 20, 30,000 square feet, maybe 40,000, whatever God brings us. That's our next step. Having martial arts, combat sports, and weightlifting, everything
all
will
under
be
one roof.
In one roof.
Gotcha. Because you have only got a certain amount of size right now. Yeah. I'm sure that could be hurting you in a way, right?
I wish right now the issue is that we have 2 locations, but I want both locations in one location, and the energy is gonna double.
Okay.
You know, like having Hafi, our jiu-jitsu professor, there in one location, having Kennedy in one location. Kennedy's our women's strength and conditioning coach.
Oh wow!
And she does group classes, and she does really well with these females up in Summerlin. But having everybody on one roof would just be exponential.
Okay.
Yeah. So
gotcha.
I definitely need that, especially Vegas. Vegas is a destination spot, you know. And
especially for fitness.
Yeah, it's
Miss Olympia. There's so many things that come
right.
there.
And so I don't want people to get like, oh, which smash should I go to? I want people to just go to one single smash within the city. And that's it. And that's
kind of like that Alpha Land that you hear about without, I don't know much about it, but it kind of seems a little douchey. I don't know much.
Alpha Land?
Alpha Land, have you seen that?
No.
Blowing up on TikTok. Everybody under the sun who's in shape wants to go
Alpha
there and
Land.
post
Here
it.
in Vegas?
It's not in Vegas. I don't know where it is. But it's some huge gym in America. It's blowing up.
Oh,
but
nice.
You want to do that without the douchiness, and
for sure
you want to cover everything.
Yeah, I mean, like, and there's success for everybody. You know, that's why I don't believe there's competition. You know, it's like I wish success for everybody. There's no scarcity in this world. I believe everybody is and can be successful in their own field as long as they believe that. You know, so people who think that there's scarcity, there's competition, and there's not enough wealth for the world, they're right in their world. But in my world, everybody can be successful. You know, so it's like it's just mentality and how you think of things too. They can make it or break it for you. So
I love that, dude.
I don't know where I was going with that. But.
All right, so I don't know if you've heard, but do you know the new percentage of obesity in this country?
What's the new percentage?
It's 40%.
40%
obese.
Wow.
That's insane, right?
Yeah.
That scares the crap out of me.
Well, I heard in men it's 55%.
Yeah, I didn't even know that.
Yeah.
I'm sure it could be.
Yeah.
So you're talking 40% of 100% of the population in America is obese.
Yes.
Which, you might be able to correct me on this, but I believe that's over 30% body fat.
Yeah, to be honest with you, I don't know what counts
it
as obesity, but I mean it's a huge issue.
That's not overweight, that's obese. And then they're saying 20% of adolescents are obese.
Yep.
Where do we start? What do we do? What do you say to someone out there?
It's just education, man. It's knowing what to eat. It's knowing what's going on. You know, so it's like, I mean, you can start with canola oil, like vegetable oils and things like that's in America that's just everywhere. It's just insane how much seed oils are in everything, and how they're literally lying to you, saying that it's good for heart, but at the same time too they cause inflammation in the body, and it's just like, it doesn't make sense. So it's confusing for people. It's
so confusing for people.
It's confusing for people, and that it's messed up. So it's like, I mean, it's doing things like this to talk to people, to get to first step is, I mean, honestly, it's just cut labels. Literally read all your labels, and you'll notice a trend.
If you're reading the labels, what are you looking for?
So I'm looking for if there's any first off, any seed oils. So any canola oil, vegetable oil, palm oil, sunflower oil, safflower oil, palm oil, peanut oil, grapeseed oil.
And why is that?
It's just it's an inflammatory oil. It's just it literally just inflames you. So the problem of disease is inflammation
in the body. Right?
In the body. So it's like, why do you want more inflammation in your body? Right? We want to depress the inflammation in our body.
What happens? What inflammation causes what in the body?
What inflammation causes what?
I know obviously eating bad causes inflammation, but why is inflammation bad for the body?
Which is like the heart disease is like the one thing. It's like clogged arteries, things like that. You know, it's like it's the leading, I think heart disease is the leading cause of deaths or something, right?
Every 39 seconds, someone dies from a heart
attack. You know,
attack.
so it's like, and I honestly believe that diet can, health and sickness can be reversed through diet and lifestyle. Yeah. You know, and I mean I'm a big believer in that. And stepping away and stepping back into processed foods can change essentially your life. That's
a very simple way of putting it. Just don't have processed food.
Yeah, just stop having processed foods.
I've never heard it put so simply, but I like that.
I mean, it's just like everything that's packaged, and they even say meat is processed now. If you think about it, it does go through a process, right? And then even meat, like you want to get grass-fed and grass-finished meat because you don't want it eating corn and grain, right? Because then that's an inflammatory, right? Because they made it to make them fat, and then now you're ingesting that. Yeah. So I mean, and I think that's a big issue, right? It's just a big issue here in America, I think, honestly, and it's hard. It's hard right now to eat good.
It's so confusing, like you said. I know what I'm talking about, and I get confused. And I find myself reading, oh wow, I nearly got tricked here. I got tricked there. Or hey, I thought this was good and it's not. It's very hard.
It's really hard Because America, this is the thing, because America is so go, 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 especially here in Vegas. Go, 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 no matter what. So we find things that make things easier for us. And so we go for the packaged foods. We go for, I'm even trying to stay away from protein bars, protein snacks, anything kind of like that. Because it's just another label to slap on there. Or how about try this?
It's just a marketing thing, right?
It's just marketing, man. It's insane. So it's like, it's stepping away from that and eating more whole foods and like getting your steaks and your fish, and like, I'm not much of a chicken fan, but whatever, like go more into a whole food diet and you'll just be better off, honestly. And do your own research, because like I'm passionate about this because it's just, I've been doing a lot of like researching and things like that. So
yeah, and you find what works for you, right? What's your diet kind of like?
Whole food based.
When you say whole foods, what are you talking about? Obviously, you said no processed, but give me more specifics.
So like, I eat a lot of ground beef and steak.
Okay.
I love white rice. Fruits. I do like apples, blueberries and blackberries, bananas.
A lot of people are scared of fruit, aren't they? Oh, the sugar, the fructose.
Yeah.
But when you're eating whole foods, that's not a bad thing.
No. So it's like, and it's a grander picture, right? So it's like, I mean, it's first off, get off your ass. Most people that I talk to, they're sitting most of their day. That's a problem. Get off your ass and go for a walk.
Yep.
That's the first step. And in that day, try to go to bed at a decent time so you can wake up with the sun. Go outside, get some morning sun, sunbathe maybe, get some rays in you, maybe go for another walk.
Gotcha.
Right? It's just get up and get active on a daily basis. I think that's the first step, and realize what you're doing. Okay, second step, let's see what you're eating, and maybe start tracking your food, right? Maybe see or write on a journal. Today I had this, that, this, and that. Okay. Seeing your trends. All right, this is what I'm eating, and now talking to a professional and having it audited, essentially. Okay, like what's good, what's bad. So I mean, I think going back to that is hiring or trusting people who know their knowledge, and either hire them as a coach or taking these podcasts and then doing action.
You mentioned something earlier. There's so much like crap on social media. There's so much confusion. How do you weed through the douchiness? How do you weed through the marketing scams and get, like, even watching this, what makes this legit? What makes someone trust this opposed to the million other pieces of content out there?
That's the $1 million question.
That's the hard one,
right? That's the $1 million question, man, because everybody's trying to do their own grind, and respect to the people who are doing their own grind, respect to the people that think they know what they're saying. To me, like, I don't know everything. Maybe all this what I'm saying is bullshit, right? But like, question that. That's the thing.
Yeah, question
things.
Critically think.
Especially here, what's going on here in America. Question your reality. Yeah. Question the things that are being said to you. Question things, not just go in line or step in line like sheep, just do what you're told. Like, you have to get out of that box and out of mentality. Doctors don't know what they're saying. The news doesn't know what they're saying. Government doesn't know what they're saying. Question things. That's a very powerful message that I need to say today, because it's a big problem right now.
I like that. that. Because we talked about this a lot. Most doctors aren't healthy. Most nurses aren't healthy. And I'm not dissing them, but to take health advice of someone who's not healthy, I question that, like you're saying.
100%.
So, okay, I like that. I like that a lot. What's some of the big struggles you've had running a gym? Some of the failures you've made, some things someone out there looking to run a gym.
So
what can you kind of tell them?
You have to be for the people. You have to cater to people. You have to be at service for people. People don't owe you shit. That's it.
What do you mean by that?
A lot of problems what I see with gym owners is that they I feel like more of like a dictatorship. They think that they run things and like their way is their highway. If you don't do this, then blah, they'll make people feel dumb, and it's not the right way, man. It's not the right way. Like, you need to listen to people. You need to listen what they're saying, and then put action into that, because at the end of the day, your members are the ones paying your rent.
How do you get feedback from clients and members? Have you got a system? Have you got something that works?
So
it's
being in the trenches.
Yeah,
it's being in the trenches. I mean, and maybe that's something gym owners have to go through. Be in the trenches. Be in the trenches with your people, and then from that, take your own data and learn from it, and then you can be able to step away. But it's like, don't expect to put all this money in, build a gym, watch it from the cameras. You ain't going nowhere, homie. You ain't going nowhere. You gotta be in there. You gotta listen to people, see what they like, see what they don't like, and that's it. And then maybe hiring somebody later on in the future to do the same thing.
To replace yourself, right?
To replace myself, you know? But I think that's the most important thing is people, man. It's like, and this is how I got started personal training, and this is where I'm at now. I started personal training because I knew in this life, to be fulfilled, you need to be able to give back.
Where'd you get that from?
I don't know. I just maybe I read it. I read it from somewhere. Because I mean, network marketing is what kind of got me into this mindset.
Really?
I started network marketing at 20 years old, and I did it for 2 years.
Gotcha. So you started reading books and that because
network marketing it was personal development, communication books, all these personal development books about motivation and everything. Yeah. I literally ate it every day for like 2 years. I ran my own team. It was the best time of my life, to be honest with you.
Gotcha.
But that's where my mentality is at from now.
I'm not a big fan of network marketing, but I'm a big fan of them getting people to read, learn new information, realize there's more than just working a job. You can leverage yourself. You can work for yourself. You can self-educate. I'm a big fan of that side of it.
Yep.
But I mean, it's no right or wrong. Everyone's different, and you obviously got a lot out of it too.
I got a ton. So not money, obviously, but knowledge and communication and community of people. Like that was
community
huge.
Again, right?
Community, and it all goes back to community. So it's like and this can go farther too. It's like I feel like we're so divided right now, especially in America, that we need to come together as a community, and because we all want the same thing, but we're being driven by emotion right now. And it's just like, if we need to get back to the community part of it, you know, and like realize what they're doing and realize that, you know, they're trying to pull us away from farming and pulling us away from us being independent, and being able to make decisions on our own rather than having somebody else make decisions for us, you know. But like, it's realizing that though, you know, and it's right in front of your face.
Is there a book or a business or something that you look up to, something that you see thriving that you try to chase or you're trying to replicate yourself? Like you talk about having good culture. Like I know a lot of successful businesses that got good culture. Is there something that comes to mind that? To
be honest with you, no. It's just been learning. I'm a in the trenches, learn as you go kind of person.
You seem to have a bit of self-awareness though, of your strengths and weaknesses and what works for you though, don't you?
Yes. I mean, it's just I like to get dirty. And I think that's a way to do it too. I just like to get dirty. I like to learn. I like to mess up. I mean, like Michael Jordan says all the time. He's like, I failed and failed and failed and failed until I succeeded. You know, it's a common commonality between successful people, as they'd say, to fail and fail fast. And that's
fail fast, fail forward.
You know, that's it.
Dude, I love
fail
that.
fast. And so it's like, okay. So and I mean, this is a message probably to younger folks too, because I see this all the time. Is there people are afraid of failure?
That's because of school though. Don't ask questions. Don't talk back. Don't fail. Do what you're told. It's instilled out of us, right? We're bred to be workers. We're not bred to be entrepreneurs, gym owners. Go more in depth on that for me.
Okay.
On the failure.
On the failure.
Yeah. Or even that whole little section.
So it's like I mean, like for me starting a gym. So it's like someone could be like, oh man, well, like what if I fail? Just that thought. What if I fail? What if I don't succeed? What if I can't pay rent? What if I can't pay the bills? It's like those thoughts, okay, have them. But like you have to fear. I read this in Grant Cardone 10X, the 10X rule.
Oh, yeah.
Fear is a signal to go. So if you change fear from like, oh no, wary, to fear means go, that can change your whole life.
I love that.
So it's like, if you're, just give me chills to think about it. So if you're scared to start a business, do it. If you're scared to go up to that person, do it. If you're scared to try something new, do it.
Love that.
This right here would change your life.
And watch your life change.
Literally, watch your life dramatically. So it's like, so I do things that make me scared.
Love that. That's the type of thing you need to have tattooed on your forehead.
Yeah.
Just to remember.
Yeah, go. So it's like, and I mean, for me, like competing in jiu-jitsu, it's fucking scary. You know, I get in my head about it, and that's probably one of the issues that I'm having now is competing, you know, and getting myself out there. But once you're out there and once you're done, oh man, it's a feeling that you just can't get anywhere else.
And your growth has probably excelled from competing, right?
Oh yeah. It's like, professors say that's the best way to learn is to compete.
you're training harder, you've got goals, you're losing, therefore you want to win. When you win, you're patting yourself on the back.
Yes.
There's so many benefits coming from that.
From competition itself. I mean, like even people doing signing up for Tough Mudders, signing up for any kind of competition, you'll see more success come out of them because they're goal driven. Right, to a certain
goal driven
to a certain point. They're like, okay, I got 6 months. I got to get my ass up. I got to get my ass going. I got to change my diet. Now things are going right. So then we can talk about. I mean, that the premise of things can be goal driven.
Yeah. What's your process on goals? Goal setting, reading your goals.
Very important. Successful people say that you need to journal daily. You need to know what's going on in the mind. And you need to jot down, bad thoughts, good thoughts, grateful thoughts, manifestations, whatever you want, whatever is in your mind, to put it on paper on a daily basis. And that is a sure shot to know what's going on in the mind, to control the mind, to be healthy in the mind. But yeah, I mean, I believe you need to have a 3-month goal, 6-month goal, 3-year goal, 5-year goal, 10-year goal.
Gotcha.
And goals change every year. I mean, the first step is obviously, doing like the New Year's resolutions. Everyone does those, but and then what happens in the next 3 months? They just kind of like fall off, right? So it's like almost like maybe like resetting it, right? Like going and stepping in 3 months, like, okay, like where can I reset myself? What I have to do? But that's why daily journaling can help you, because you're always on top of it, and you can always keep those goals. Like, I mean, I used to be crazy, man. Like I would write down my goals and then I would print them on all over the house.
Oh, really?
And so
that's
everywhere
awesome.
I go, I'll be like, okay, I got that. And I kept reading, even subconsciously, I'll read them.
Subconsciously, thank you. Dude, my goals are above my office, my desk, and subconsciously, when I'm in the kitchen, when I'm reading, when I'm working, I'm always taking note of them, consciously or subconsciously. And guess what? At the end of the year, I end up knocking off all my goals. Because if you don't set goals, you don't know where you're going. If you don't read them, you don't know what. Yeah, you get it. I love that.
It has to be in front of you. So
I love that, man.
Vision boards would be good too. Building your vision board. I think I built one a few years ago. They don't really do well with me, but like what really does well with me is journaling. Okay. And one of the main questions that I ask myself all the time is, what makes me happy?
I love that.
It's like and going back, and to this whole personal training thing, and it's happiness has always ended up like giving me the right path, and it sounds so corny, right?
I don't think so.
Choose your happiness, right? But it's the truth, man. Like you got to do what makes you happy, and you keep doing the things that make you happy, and you'll attract more things to make you happy.
Not trying to impress other people, not doing things to fit in.
Oh yeah, I have to do this because this guy will think of me or this.
Yeah, I'm trying to impress this girl or whatever it is.
No, like I see a guitar. If you enjoy playing guitar and it makes you feel good, keep doing it.
I love it. I suck, but I love it, and I do it every day.
So it's like keep in that state of happiness, and you will literally start bringing things in your life to make you more happy. But if you're in the mindset of like of fear, if you're in the mindset of anxiety, if you're in the mindset of analysis paralysis, you just can't stop thinking about things. It's like you ain't going nowhere, and because of the subconscious mind. You have to train the subconscious mind. The subconscious mind only knows what it knows. So that's why writing down your thoughts, writing down your goals, sets your subconscious mind to take you where you want to go.
Love that. What makes you happy?
That's a good question. What makes me happy right now is my family. I love my family right now. I have a 3-year-old son, and I have a 1-year-old daughter.
Awesome.
Seeing them grow is amazing.
That's cool.
And that's why I want to make more money in less time, so I can spend time with them. Because
right?
Yeah,
because they grow up quick. My daughter's 8 and they grow up quick.
Oh, that's awesome.
But I spent every single day with her. I wasn't at work 40 hours a week. I was at home with her, and I've got that forever. Yeah, that's the key, right?
You have to protect the kids, man. I mean, the kids are they're the future, and I see that, and I need to put this quote up. It says that kids are not the distraction from work. They are the work. Kids are not the distraction from important work. They are the important work, or something like that. Gotcha. So like at the end of the day, no matter what you're doing outside, you have to focus on them because they're the most important things, So yeah, and then obviously and then from that comes into training. I love training. Yeah. Training makes me happy. I love jiu-jitsu. I literally love jiu-jitsu. I can't get enough of it. And then spending money is fun too.
What do you like spend money on?
I like cool shit. So like, I have a Harley. I like spending money on.
Oh, do you really?
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
I have this like we bought this adventure truck. It's like a Dodge 2500.
Okay.
And I want to like set it, like suit it and boot it so we can like go overlanding with it.
Okay.
Right now I have like a rooftop tent in the back.
Yeah.
But it's just adventure. I love adventure, man. So I love spending money for adventure.
Love that.
I'm not so much traveling. Like I don't do like the whole big crowds anymore. Like I don't like that. I like to kind of get away and like just like be in nature or something like that.
Family time.
Family time. But I'm very like, I feel like I'm very antsy. It's like I need to be doing something at all times. So
I could see that with you.
Yeah. Like I that's why for vacation.
You remind me of myself a lot.
That's awesome.
I love it.
I can't vacation. It's hard for me to vacation.
Yeah.
Because it's like I feel like I'm losing time, I'm losing money, I'm losing things that I could be productive with, you know?
But that's I feel like that also can be an issue. Sometimes you need to learn to switch off.
Yeah. And
I go through the same struggle.
Yeah. It takes me a day or two, but I'll relax.
Okay.
But that's the thing. Like I'm like high strung, man. So for me, productivity and producing makes me happy too.
Okay.
Like I love helping people out, man. I love it. Like I love taking from somebody that doesn't know anything of like weightlifting or life, and then like build them into this monster and an individual that can think on their own. Like I love that. I love having somebody that has like a business idea. Great, grabbing that business idea, building that business idea, creating name, creating the logo, and then setting them up for success. Love that. I love that. And I'll do that for free, man. I literally do it for free because I love doing it. You know, because like it obviously makes me feel good, and in turn they have literally a nice ground base to blow up their business.
You got kids. The importance of being a good role model. Obviously fitness, health, things like that. How important is it? How you go about it? And then I want to touch on self-defense. And when do you get your kids into self-defense? How important it is for kids to know how to defend themselves?
So the whole parenting thing, I'm still learning, to be honest with you.
As we all are.
We're all, but the most important part is to let them know that you are going to keep them safe no matter what.
Yep.
For me, I feel like if I need to show them my discipline. So it's like, I need to show them that I work hard. I need to show them that I like to train. I need to show them these things to have a good life. Leading by example. You know, and it's tough because like my wife, she's a stay-at-home mom, you know, and so she's working nonstop 24/7. I mean, like that's life, you know? And so it breaks my heart sometimes to leave that situation because I just want to help. But at the same time too, I need to make the money. I need to, and I need to provide, and I want to respond to that. I want to show the example of hard work.
Okay.
And so I think that's one thing that I need to and I want to instill in my children is hard work.
Hard work.
Going to jiu-jitsu and martial arts, 4 to 12 is our age range, but 4, you can start them at 4. I'm going to start my son at 3.5. So if you want to start kids at 3.5, you can, but it's just mostly going to be like just playing like games and things like that.
But you probably do it at home, playing around with them too.
Yeah.
Like I'll do like Muay Thai with my daughter here and there. We're in the supermarket throwing leg kicks. Nice. Like I feel like just doing that. Yeah. Just hey, put your hands up, guarding yourself, keep your elbows in, just little things. I feel like you do that for fun, but before they know it, they're starting to learn how to protect themselves. They realize the importance of protecting themselves.
100%.
Yeah.
100%. Yeah, I hold my kid down sometimes and he gets out obviously of situations. I'll hold him here and he tries to get out. So it's like I'm subconsciously you know, trying to teach him, you know, to like get out and like and escape, you know?
Yeah, that's cool. What about on the health side? Like obviously you eat well. How do you is it just going back to leading by example, or how do you instill, like when do you say yes, when do you say no to good and bad food with your children?
It's a balance, man, because you can't, if you say no all the time, right? I mean, they're going to be like at the end of the day like, oh, you know, fuck you, and then I'm going to go this way, right? So it's like allowing them to have, you know, candy here and there, you know, especially around their friends that everybody else is having candy. Okay. Yes, sure, but limit, right? But like knowing, getting knowledgeable about food. So like kid food is a big issue too, because it's highly processed. I mean, like we can even go to formula, you know, like I do not believe in formula.
Neither do I.
You know, so it's like I believe that breast milk is one of the best things that we have.
The most natural, perfect food in the world for a baby.
In the world. So like all your baby needs is your natural your natural milk. And I'm sorry, but some females, they're either 1, lazy, 2, don't want to do it, and then 3, they just get tired of it.
Or they're caught up in the marketing, right? Because
they're caught up in the marketing.
How much money is in formula?
Yes.
Hey, you don't have to breastfeed your baby because it's hard work. Take this formula.
Yes.
Now we're making this baby's born every second of the day.
Yep. But it's hard too because doctors are like, yeah, your baby needs to beef up, so put them on formula.
Yeah.
You know, it's like there's so much pushback right now, man. Like professionals telling you what to do, and it being counterintuitive on like what to do.
And you never know who to trust because you never know who's getting paid what to say what. It's all manipulative. It's crazy.
Yeah. But if it's like, I don't know, it's so formula, right? It's a big process things. Stepping away and maybe going to like more like going back, right? Whole foods, going into like organic berries, organic, strawberries, blueberries, blackberries. Those are really good. And not so much meat because kids are that young and don't really like need that much meat. Like they're mostly like looking for like carbs.
I don't think humans in general need to eat as much meat as what we do either.
Yeah.
I think we're just caught up, especially in America, like it's meat every meal. We don't need to have that much meat.
Yeah. Yeah. I agree with that.
A big thing I hear from you is it's balance. And it's leading by example for your kids, right?
100%.
Yeah.
100%.
What about getting like longevity? What's your thoughts on longevity? How do you live a healthy, sustained, long life with a good quality of life?
Know that your health is number one.
Health is wealth, right?
Health is wealth. 100%. And I think we even did like a post on that after COVID.
Did you really?
Health is wealth.
Dude, talk to me about that. 80% of people die from COVID were obese. Oh, sorry, were overweight or elderly. Mm-hmm. Did you hear one post about how to get healthier? You should lose weight. You should get more active. Or did you just put a mask on, sit at home, cross your fingers, and hope for the best?
No.
You never heard the right information, right?
Nope. And that's what was frustrating, honestly.
Super frustrating.
I mean, I'll be honest with you. Off the bat, when we had to go into quarantine, I told all my clients, listen, like my training doesn't stop. I'm going to be training in my garage. So if you want to go into my garage and keep up your fitness, I highly recommend it because fitness is essential. They're like only essential things are, and I'm like, but I thought, and I know now that it's essential.
That. Fitness is amen.
Right? It's essential. So it's like I kept that going, that health for my clients because I knew at the end of the day that was going to keep you out of being sick.
Did you get COVID?
I've got COVID a few times, but I mean,
did it affect you much?
No, it was like one time I think it was like super like fatigued. Other time it was like literally like a minor cold. But other than that, it was pretty much nothing.
I was the same. Like my girl had COVID and I just felt a little bit weird in my chest and I was fine.
Yeah.
And that was that.
Yeah.
That was all it was.
Yep.
But I was still fasting every day, still taking my cold showers, still exercising, still doing the staple and the good habits that I always do. And like you're saying, keeping exercise, being active. It's I don't know, it really frustrates me.
Yeah. It was a pandemic.
It frustrates me.
It was a pandemic.
Getting back to longevity, what do you think the key in longevity is?
So key in longevity, definitely. So health.
How old are you? If you don't mind asking.
I'm 31.
Okay.
Yeah. I believe that your environment is plays into a big part.
Environment's huge.
Environment is huge.
What do you mean by that though?
Environment can be where you live, or even in the home that you live. Can be definitely like a deterrent. So if your household is unhealthy, you're going to be unhealthy.
Or your friends are drinking and smoking.
Your friends are drinking or smoking, you're going to be drinking and smoking.
So it's very hard to break away from that.
You are the sum of your 5 acquaintances,
your 5 closest friends.
So it's a
financially and health, right?
Yes. So definitely finding a different environment for you to start creating better habits to then creating a better lifestyle.
How do you find that better environment to obviously go to the gym, this and that, but how does someone stuck in a bad environment get into a better environment? I'm trying to put yourself in someone else's shoes who hasn't been in the gym or
so
the high school friends, the mid-30s, have still got the same friends.
I mean, it's going to be tough because because their situation, they're probably comfortable
and got to get uncomfortable.
You know, and that's the point. The point is that we don't like to be uncomfortable, but it's the only way to get something different is to go through that uncomfortability for change. So I mean, if you're in a situation where you're overweight, you're depressed, you're in a bad environment, and you just keep going through the same motions, you have to try to do something different. So changing the when you go to sleep. I think that's like sleep is number one. So it's like changing when you sleep, right? So it's like put yourself into an early bedtime. 10 o'clock, 9 o'clock, put yourselves at that bedtime, so then you're able to wake up in the morning when the sun rises, or when the sun rises. And guess what? If you go to bed at 10 or 9 o'clock, you won't be able to go out. Okay, so go to sleep. Go to sleep early.
What time do you get up?
Tuesday through Thursday, I get up at 5:15, and Friday, my kids normally get up at 7. So around that time.
Okay.
Yeah. But just changing, I think, your sleep habit can also change everything else, right? Because then you wake up early, and then most people don't really wake up early. Wake up early, start your day, maybe go on a walk, right? And I think getting out in nature and getting out in the sun is very important. Getting out in the sun actually does a lot to your body. Like I don't know the scientific term, but like
vitamin D,
how your vitamin D, right? How everything starts the sun affects, you know, the transfer, blah 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 blah. I mean,
even depression being a big one.
100%.
I feel like in Vegas in summer, nobody gets in the sun because it's too damn hot.
Yep.
And I feel like this is depression. You hear about like England, where it's always cloudy, it's always raining, a lot of depression. So vitamin D being huge.
No, and I think so. Sleep, go to bed early, or as early as what you can. Go to bed, wake up early to then start your day, to get out in the morning sun, because the morning sun is light. It's not that heavy like that 12 o'clock sun. Get in that 6 a.m. sun, that 7 a.m. sun. It'll change your life, man. And just sit there or go on a walk. And then from then, right, then you can start, okay, well, what do I do next? Maybe read a book, maybe, you know, because you might not even have work until 9 a.m. or 10 a.m.
Getting up early is going to give you more time too, that you didn't. Most people are like always chasing the tail. They're always behind on time.
Yeah. So I mean, from there, you know, it's like, I mean, I can go in depth, but like just changing that minute habit, going to bed early and maybe getting some actually good sleep can like change your whole thing, right? And being like stern with yourself, like, okay, like I'm going to bed at this time and I'm waking up at this time.
And that's something anybody can do in any health, any position they're in. They can go to bed earlier.
Correct. Because I mean, they're probably either getting caught up in Netflix, going out to the bar, going to Cumbling, scrolling 2 hours
on TikTok,
right? Just scrolling, and all of a sudden, oh my God, what have I done with my life? And then feeling bad, and then, you know, so it's like prepare. You're like, not preparing is preparing to fail, right? So it's like prepare your night, right?
Not preparing is preparing to fail. I like that.
Yeah, not preparing is
preparing. You got a lot
of
good quotes.
There's a lot of information in there that I've just been acquired over time.
What is your favorite quote?
Anything you do is everything you do.
Anything you do is everything you do.
Yeah.
Love that.
So if you're going to be lazy in one part of the area, you're for sure going to be lazy in another part of the area.
Love that.
So I try.
That's very true, isn't it?
Yeah. So I mean, just try to be your best at everything you do.
You can't be half-assed at work and expect to be 100% in family or whatever it is.
I mean, like I've had a job up until COVID. Like I was a server up until COVID.
Okay.
Like I had my gym, I had personal training, and I was a server, right? And because of COVID, I was able to, it was a blessing in disguise. I was able to go full time in personal training.
Okay.
But even when I was a server, I was trying to be the best motherfucking server. And I was. Because everything you do is anything you do. Anything you do is everything you do, vice versa. Right? So it's like if I half-ass that, if I'm like, oh, fuck work, this sucks, I shouldn't be here, right? Change your mentality, man. If you're not happy in the place you are, well, you better come up with a game or something at the place you are so you can get through your day quicker and make that a means to an end. So I always tell people, if you're not happy, make it a means to an end and shift to something different. I think that anybody can jump out of their situation and try something new to be successful into something different. But it's that jump, that, you know, that trying something different. You know, it's like, oh, I'm too old to try something different. Or, oh, I'm too old to start a new business. Nah, I don't think so. You know, I think there's time. You know,
there's always time.
There's always time. You know, because I mean, tomorrow's never promised. You know what I'm saying? You know what? Do you want to die unhappy? I don't.
That's the thing,
you know?
right? Yeah.
Yeah. So
Dude, anything else you want to touch on? Anything you want to add to that?
I don't know, man. I think a lot has said today.
Dude, honestly, man, that was amazing. I love talking to you.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for having me on.
Really good stuff, dude.
Yeah, thank you for having me on. I appreciate it. Smash Iron Fitness. Come check us out.
Check it out. The culture is what got me the most interested, because I feel like the culture, dude.
Okay.
Because I feel like most gyms don't care about you until you try to leave, and they're like, "Oh my god, what's wrong? What can we do better?"
Yeah.
I was like, "Well, maybe try like at the start. Hey, do you need help? Do you need guidance? Do you need this?" I feel like every gym you feel like a number, and it seems like at your gym you're not a number.
No,
you're part of the family. You're part of the community, and that's, to me, that is.
If you allow it, if you allow it as well, it's like if you want to go in there with your headphones in and not kind of like be on your own business. I can see who the members that are going to leave soon.
Yeah.
But if you want to be involved and in the culture, you learn, ask questions, we're more than more than happy to help. And that's funny how you said how like when people cancel, like they're like, oh, what, the chase back?
Yeah.
To be honest with you, when people cancel with me, I'm like, okay, thank you for being a member with us. Thank you for supporting us. You're welcome back anytime.
That's the thing, right? We do that with business. We do the exact same business. As long as they live on good terms and everything's good, come back whenever you feel like.
Yeah.
Come back if you want. If you don't want to come back, don't come back.
Yeah.
That's on you.
Yeah, because like I said, if something's going on, if you're not unhappy, I do not want you to be there. I do not want you to be there. I want you to come into this environment with a good attitude, ready to work, ready to meet people, ready to learn, and be on with you. But if you're having a depressed day, that's fine. Everybody has those. Everybody having a bad day, that's fine. The gym's for that. But it's a different when it's like, oh, this gym, it's holding me hostage, and they start talking bad about the gym.
That's the thing.
It's like that can be toxic and poison in the gym,
right there.
Especially with if a trainer's not happy in the gym and they'll start talking and start poisoning everything. Get the fuck out. Just get out now. I don't even want you. I don't want to see you. Get out. You're poisoning the environment.
Yeah.
So you have to be very strict. And this is going back to environment. You have to be strict in your environment. If you're not strict in your own environment, you're not going to be in the place that you want to be, mentally, physically, emotionally, everything. The environment is very, 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 very important. That's it.
Love it, man. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Appreciate you.